What's going on, drivers? Welcome to Trucking with Old Snapper, and I am your host, Old Snapper. Going to be using my headset, which likes to pick up my breath, so if I sound a little creepy, I apologize. I know whenever I listen to these things, I hate hearing someone breathe. But I'm up here in Michigan, Canton Township, I believe is the name of this town. Yep. I'm at a Costco waiting to deliver. Hopefully, my little buzzer here doesn't go off while I'm in the middle of this, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We do everything here trucking related. And this is going to be one of our regular video broadcasts. Towards the end, we're going to have 3 comments that I selected from past videos to feature. As you know, some of you guys like that. I know I got a couple of emails from the last one I did really like that. So we're going to make this a habit. We're going to make this a good habit. And not just bad comments, but even good comments. Anything that I think y'all might find funny or ridiculous, either or. And you're going to want to stay tuned. You never know when your comment might end up in that section of the video. This video is about seven, or not seven, 5 deadly habits of truck drivers. Now, truck drivers have a lot of deadly habits, but these are 5 of the most common deadly habits that a lot of us have. A lot of us have these habits and don't even realize how deadly they are. Um, we'll just do them and not think anything of it. I know myself, I'm guilty of it. It's taken a lot of lifestyle changes in order to get my life back together and my health right out here on the road. If you want to continue to drive, you got to stay healthy. You got to stay away from diabetes. You got to stay away from high blood pressure. And a lot of these habits here lead to diabetes and blood pressure, which can ultimately end your life. Well, let's jump right into this, folks. Number one, and probably the most common habit that drivers have that is deadly, is inactivity. Not being active, not getting out of the truck, walking around. You got to remember, drivers, we stay sitting down all day long. And then if you end your day, you go inside, get some food, eat, go get a shower or whatever, go back to your truck, lay down, watch TV, and go to sleep. That's nowhere near enough activity. Inactivity can cause a lot of problems. It can lead to diabetes. It can lead to prostate issues. It can lead to colon issues. Um, as a driver, you're, I think, 7 times more likely to develop prostate cancer. A lot of that has to do with us sitting a lot and being inactive. You're also not sweating, so you're not getting the toxins out of your body. Your body's not cleansing itself from the inside out. There are so many problems that come with inactivity, and inactivity can end your life. So drivers, keep that in mind. That is the number one most deadly habit of truck drivers. Number two, consuming processed foods. Now I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. You're like, well, what else do we eat? Well, you stop at Walmart, you get fruits, nuts, vegetables, anything you can get. The less processed it is, the better it is for you. If you're strictly eating out of a truck stop, strictly eating fast food, and that's all you're eating, number one, you're not getting the nutrition your body needs to maintain, which can be bad on your bones. It can also create your body to lack in certain vitamins and minerals that it needs in order to maintain life. Number two, it's normally high in sodium, which which is really bad for you. Dehydrates you quite a bit. There's a lot of issues with processed foods, especially overly processed foods, like you get in these fast food restaurants. Not only that, but think about it. If you order a burger from McDonald's, how long ago was that burger patty made? You got to think about it. They made that burger patty in a factory somewhere. They shipped it in a truck. It went to a DC. Then from that DC, it gets shipped out to a store. Then it sits in a freezer at a store until it's pulled up and used, on the line. I don't know the exact amount of time, but I'm sure it's at least a month. You're probably looking at least a month. And in some of the slower fast food places that don't sell as much food, you're probably looking at even longer than that. Number three, consuming sugary drinks, or sugary food, candy, stuff like that, soda waters, or pop, as they call it in the Midwest in some areas, Coca-Colas, things like that. Horrible, horrible. That stuff is poison on your body, and it is an extremely deadly habit to have to consume sugary drinks. And that includes some drinks you don't even realize have a lot of sugar in them. Gatorade, if you're not getting the zero sugar Gatorade, it's got a lot of sugar in it. There's a few others out there as well. People think that are healthy drinks, and they're not. Which, by the way, you don't really want to be drinking Gatorade if you're not sweating. That's horrible on your kidneys. All right. Number four, lack of sleep. You hear some of the old school drivers, man, they'll talk about, how they ran on paper logs and they ran this many miles and that many miles. And I'm one of them. I've bragged about it. But to be honest with you, there's nothing to brag about. You're killing yourself by doing that. Literally killing yourself. There's studies that show that lack of sleep causes brain damage. It also breaks the immune system down in the body, which leads to cancers and different things like that. And if you talk to some of these drivers that have been out here a while that did run like that, you don't have to talk to them too long to realize that brain damage might be an issue. It just might be an issue. But yeah, lack of sleep can lead to a lot of problems, both mentally and physically. Number five, this one's going to seem like you may not understand it at first, but let me explain. Always in a hurry. We've all been in a truck stop, and you see the driver up there that's next in line, but he's frustrated and he's dodging back and forth, looking for another lane to open up. Or you're trying to back into a spot, and he's just inching up on you, like it's a race for him to get around you and get past you, because he's just got to get parked. In a hurry to get in there and get some Popeye's chicken. Like you're going to run out of chicken before he gets parked. That being in a hurry, you don't realize it, driver, but it causes anxiety and stress on your body. Anxiety and stress on your body can lead to cancer. It can lead to heart attack. It can lead to stroke. You combine it with all the other bad habits that we have out here, and you're just asking to die young. You know, you're just asking. You're asking to. You're not even ever going to retire. You're just going to die young out here if you have these habits. Learn to have patience. Kick back. Relax. They're not going to run out of chicken at Chester's before you get in there. I promise. They're not going to run out of sweet tea or lemonade before you get your truck parked. Nothing's going to happen that you have to get your truck parked in that 2 minute, 3 minute time span. Kick back, relax. Let that driver get parked. Get in there, get in your spot. You're coming up on your exit, you're doing a 5 mile an hour faster than the guy in front of you. Drop it down a little bit. Wait, no big deal. If you go around him, what, are you going to get off your exit 20 seconds earlier? There ain't no point in going around him just to get off the next exit, because now you've done messed him up and he's got to slow down even more. You're going to lose his momentum because you thought you were the only driver around. You need to get off of the next exit. But anyway, that's the 5 deadly habits of truck drivers. Hope y'all take these into consideration, man. I want to see all of y'all live a long life. I want to see all of y'all have a long driving career. If you're young and you're just getting into driving, please adhere to these things. Try to make it a daily habit not to do these 5 things. Be active, consume better foods, consume a little bit of water, try to get plenty of rest, and relax. Don't always be in a hurry. Just relax a little bit. Take your time throughout the day. All right, now here comes the fun part of this. The fun part of this show here, trucking with old Snapper. This is where we get into the comments. This first comment had me laughing. When I first read it, it had me laughing, and I'm sure it will have some of y'all laughing as well. The backstory on this comment: I did a live the other night, and in the live we talked about the Hooters girl in Houston, Texas, that was uh, that was caught doing some nasty things to people's food, primarily the hot wings, and she was giving the hot wings some special sauce. Well, she was arrested for it, and she's currently sitting in the Harris County Jail facing time, right? Well, this guy made this comment about, and he made the reference to O.J. Simpson, and I thought it was hilarious. Hopefully, y'all find the same sense of humor that I found in it. In this next comment, I did a video about the CFI being bought out again. CFI's been bought out more times than a lot lizard, so it's hard to tell who CFI even belongs to anymore. We got lot lizards out here with less change in time than old CFI over here. Can't find interstate. That's what we used to call them back in the day. CFI, can't find interstate, or certified fucking idiots. That's another one we used to call CFI. Sorry if you're a CFI driver, man. It's just jokes. Just jokes. But anyway, when I did that video, one of the guys that watches the channel was over at CFI going through orientation. Do you know that it was released to the media that CFI had been bought out, but CFI didn't even have the common courtesy to tell their people in orientation? That's sad right there. That is sad. They should have notified their people, their in-house people. These are people that are bringing into their company that are going to be family within a CFI organization. And they're releasing to the world what CFI has already done or had happened, and not even telling these young men and women that are sitting in their orientation. I would be highly upset, and it would make me have a severe lack of trust in the CFI if I had to learn about something online before the company told me themselves, especially whenever I was sitting in their orientation. Here comes the last comment. And this comment is on one of the shorts that I did about I took a picture in the front of my truck, and in the window there's an image of a demon or something like that in the window behind me. Some people see three. I see one. Some people see one with a hand. I only see one. I guess my eyes just aren't that good. They ain't as good as they were when I was 20 years old. But this comment was absolutely hilarious. So I figured I'd share it with y'all. You know, he's saying that the ghost got clingy, and that's why it came and never left. You know, it got clingy from watching me masturbate in the sleeper. So I thought that I thought that was hilarious. So I thought I would share it with y'all. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We got one more part. This is the quote. The quote for the show. The quote for the show: "Success comes from those who act." You can have a dream, but if you never act on it, it's never going to go anywhere. It'll never be more than just that, a dream. So if you have a dream, driver, act on it, put it into action, and take it where you need to go. And success will come eventually if you keep trying. Well, I appreciate all of y'all for stopping by and hanging out with me. It's great. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know y'all could be doing many things out there today, and stopping by to spend 15 minutes with old Snapper. I really feel honored to have all of y'all here. Like I said, if you're new, please like and subscribe. Ring that bell so you get notified when new videos come about. Y'all take care. Remember, we are all family out here, even the CFI drivers. And even if we are a bit dysfunctional, excuse me, that old South Texas accent there got me a little messed up with all them syllables in that word. Y'all take care, stay safe, and keep trucking.